Melody, why aren't you answering the phone? You're not busy anyway. Answer the phone.
You called me? Was it urgent? I had an important meeting at work. What's up?
I left my files at home and I need them at work. I left them on my desk last night after working on my computer, so you'll know where they are. You need to bring it to me right now.
What? I just had that important meeting and I couldn't answer the phone. Of course I'm at work, so there's no way I can go.
A meeting? LOL. What kind of meeting is worth your income? I have more important work than you. With your low income position, they won't notice if you left the company for a bit.
Low income? Isn't that too harsh? It's not as low as you think. I don't think we're that different. It depends on how much I work overtime, but our difference is about $200.
Are you stupid? $200 is a big difference. Just admit the fact. Besides, you know what? I put in more money for living expenses than you do. And I'm the breadwinner of the family, so you should know who you are. I'm better than you, right?
Huh? Is there such a thing as higher or lower position in a married couple? We are a family.
Family? That's fine, but there's still a difference. I'm the head of the family. You're in a lower position than me. Anyway, just go and get me my files. Unlike you, I'm using them for an important afternoon meeting. This is not for fun.
No. I'm not working for fun either. I have a business meeting with a client. You're the one who forgot them, so do something about it yourself.
Are you kidding me? Who do you think you are, Melody?
That's my word. I do all the housework. So if you consider what I do, I'm working more than you in terms of labor. Think about it and don't be bossy.
What are you joking? LOL. Which one of us is the bossy one? Women do the housework, that's obvious. I mean, you won't get paid for housework. Don't quibble just because you make less than me.
It's going to be a big problem if you say like that nowadays, you know? Your brain is that level even though you work. If you're acting like that at work, you're gonna get in trouble.
Who are you talking to? I'm your husband. You want to get divorced by being bossy?
You're the one who'll be in trouble if I divorce you. You can't do anything about the house. You don't even know where things are.
You'd be in trouble too. You're able to make a living because of my earnings. What are you going to do when I'm gone? You'll cry.
Hey, aren't married couples supposed to support each other equally?
I'm putting in enough money to live on.
I'm putting in my own money too. I'm not depending on you.
I put in more than you do, so you're able to live.
Do you know how much more you put in?
I don't care how much. It's true that I put in more.
We're going around in circles and it's making me sick.
Oh, that's good. Then you can leave work early and go home. You should just leave early from the beginning and bring me my files.
You're worried about your own stuff instead of your wife who's not feeling well? What the hell? I didn't marry you to be your housekeeper. This kind of conversation makes me wonder why I married you.
Of course, it's because I was old enough to get married, and you wanted to get married too.
You got married because I wanted to? And how about you?
Well, I was old enough to get married, and I thought maybe marriage would make things easier.
Is that about the housework? Am I a thing? It doesn't sound like I'm a wife. I'm a housekeeper.
I never said that. You're being paranoid. I mean, same to you. You think I'm your convenient wallet, huh?
I never thought of you that way.
Who knows? My colleagues say women are good at acting.
That's so disrespectful to women. You're talking against all the women in the world. There are plenty of women who make more money than men.
But you don't make more money than me.
Your attitude has changed like that lately, huh? Is it because of that coworker? You never said anything about my income before.
No, I was just being too nice to you. My colleague recently got divorced, and his ex-wife, who worked part-time, was spending her entire salary on herself and making ends meet on his salary. And then she gradually stopped doing housework. He advised me not to let that happen to me. I have a full-time job. I work as much as you do, and I do all the housework. For now, right? But you never know what will happen in the future. So we have to clarify who is in the higher position. Are you serious? I like my job. That's why I keep working. What happens when you say you don't know what's going to happen in the future? It's a life where you have no respect for me, where you don't do the housework, where you do whatever you want. Do you think all the wives in the world are like your coworker's ex-wife? I have a full-time job to begin with, and I have no intention of quitting. Why do I have to be compared with her? Don't be rude and assume that all women are like that. That's how women are. If you're going to be so old-fashioned, then show me you make more money than I do so that you can make a difference in position. You're an idiot. You're too old-fashioned to think that way. That's a complete double standard. Don't be so easy. What's so easy about it? I'm working so hard. All you do is work. You have no idea how hard it is. I'm working too. If you take your job seriously, you wouldn't forget things. How sloppy. You're half-assed and sloppy, you know that? Who's half-assed? My husband, Thomas, I'm afraid. He doesn't even make as much as a celebrity. He's not even close to me, and he acts like he's a king. I make more than you. Yes, $200, LOL. Is that the only way you can protect your identity? Don't talk nonsense. I'm seriously going to divorce you if you keep being bossy. You think I'll obey you if you say so? You don't have any guts. So do you. If you have time to chat like this, go home and pick up what you forgot. I'm busy. Why should I go back home? Because you left them at home. You bring them. Think about it. Your office is closer to home. I'm busy too. Going back home, go to your office, and then back to my own office? Too irrational. Are you going to give me money for a cab? There's no way I can be that wasteful. You're now being stingy. Then I can't. I have work too. You are stingy. You're more stingy with your love than I am with the money, aren't you? This was your chance to be a good wife. That's enough. If the meeting doesn't go well, it's your fault. You won't support your husband. Poor me. How can you say that? No, it's clearly your fault. We'll talk about this when I get back. Be prepared. If you do anything mean, I'll call my dad and brother. That's not fair. That's my word. You tried to use me for your own reasons. Why do you have to be mad at me? I don't give a shit about you anymore. Blah, blah. Do what you want. Good luck at the meeting. Thomas, what's for dinner tonight? Will you cook? Oh, and do the laundry too. Huh? What's wrong with you? Why should I, who earn more money than you, do the housework? It's your job. Sorry, I got promoted. What? That means you earn more? How much? Ding dong! $500 more than you do. But it'll be more if you include overtime. You're kidding. I can't believe you got promoted. How did you cheat? Idiot! I didn't cheat. You know it's my real ability. Unlike you, I've been working hard every day. Well, I make more money than you do, so you'll do all the housework from now on, right? What are you talking about? It's just $500. Oh, who was complaining the other day about the $200 difference in salary? A man do the housework? I'm busy at work too.
Don't make me say it again. I'm busy too. I work the same hours as you do. And yet, I make more money than you do. So, according to what you've been saying, you should be the one doing the housework, right?
That can't be. How can your salary go up that suddenly?
I've been working and studying for my qualification. While you were being lazy at home, I was studying hard.
You kept it a secret? I didn't even know.
I'm sure you didn't notice. You were just giving me orders, drinking alcohol, and watching TV. You didn't even look at me, did you? You didn't care what I did. You didn't care about the housekeeper who cooked your meals, cleaned your house, and did your laundry.
That's misunderstanding. I didn't say anything like that.
That's what you mean. So from now on, we're reversing positions.
Doing the housework is not my job. I can't cook. Are you going to eat burnt meat?
I'm not going to eat that. Why don't you take a cooking class?
I can't. I'm too busy at work. I don't have time for that.
You and we work the same hours. I was able to do it, so there's no way you can't.
I said I can't do it.
Then we're getting divorced.
What?
I've been thinking about it for a while. You mentioned it the other day too, right? I'm good with it too, so let's get divorced.
No, I didn't really mean it.
You were not really thinking about getting divorced, but the word divorce came up. See, I told you, you used the word divorce to get me to listen to you. How awful.
That was because you wouldn't listen to me, so I had no choice.
That means you wanted me to obey you, right? How is that even possible for a couple?
You could have just been nice and listened to me. Anyway, I'm not getting divorced.
Okay then, I'll have a lawyer. I still have your messages saying you will divorce me.
That's not fair.
You should really think about who is not fair. You just act like a big jerk and don't even do the housework, and all you do is make morally harassing comments. Aren't you the one who's not fair?
So you want me to help out a little with the housework?
I'm sorry, what? Did you say you'll help? Who do you think chores are for? It's for our lives, right? Help is wrong. We're supposed to share completely.
But housework is a woman's job.
How persistent. Are you going to pay me for doing the housework?
Why should I do that? Where in the world are there housewives like that?
Every housewife in the world does housework for her family, even if she doesn't get paid for it. Even though they work full-time or part-time or complete housewife. But the husband supports the wife.
That's why I'm working and earning money.
I told you I make more money than you.
I'm putting in a little more money for living expenses. You're so picky.
Don't you get it yet? We both work. You say you put more money into our living expenses, but after all, if we go out to eat, I pay for it. So it doesn't mean that you're paying more. We pay for each other's living expenses for the sake of our own lives, not for yourself.
So what?
So that means I get no support from you. This is just an exploitation of love, right? You push me to do everything. I wanted your feelings, not money. I wanted a support with your thoughts. I've totally lost feelings for you in the last few months, and I'm tired of doing all the housework.
Don't just give up.
I don't even want to talk to you anymore. You need to talk to a lawyer about the divorce. And please, talk about the division of property and so on. I'm going to stay at my sister's for the time being with my necessary things.
Wait a minute. Don't decide on your own. My opinion is...
That's enough. Me. It's always about you. I want to get divorced. That's all. If you want to talk about you, Go and talk to a lawyer. Well, if he would listen to you.
Wait a minute, Melody. It's all because of my colleague. I was measuring your love. Sorry.
Now you're blaming others. Not your fault. Last time, it was my fault because I didn't deliver something you forgot, right? It's always someone else's fault. I don't want to spend my life with someone like that.
I'm sorry I blamed you. That's not what I meant. Hey, I was in such a hurry that I lost my mind. I beg you, please reconsider.
I'm sorry. I don't understand. You're just saying sorry to protect your poor self. Ew. I just want to get divorced and feel refreshed. Goodbye.
Wait, Melody, don't be so stubborn. If we get divorced, I'll be all alone. I won't be able to eat your food. Without you, I don't know where everything is. Oh, I'll help you. No, I'll do the housework. I got an idea. At least stay with me and teach me until I can live on my own, okay? Show me how, please. Hey, Melody, say something.
Thomas contacted me several times after that, but I did not reply to any of his messages. And after a month with a lawyer in between, the divorce was finalized. The divorce did not go smoothly, and he was as whiny as a child. At the end, our parents had to convince him. Now that we are divorced, I'm able to get more salary and I'm working positively to improve myself more. Has my standard of living gone down? No, not at all. On the contrary, it is much more relaxed. I realized this after the divorce, but he said he was paying more for living expenses than I was. But in reality, I think I was bearing more of the burden. Well, we were able to adjust it by dividing the property, so I have no complaints. Unlike me, who has become physically and mentally healthy, Thomas is unable to do housework. And I heard that he returned to his parents' home because he had a trouble with his work and his salary had dropped.
Good evening, Stacy. Thanks for letting me visit today. Don't mind if I text you already. Good evening, Aline. Thanks for coming today. It was our pleasure. I'm going to be marrying your brother, preferably next month, since, as you know, I'm pregnant with his baby. After that, the two of us are going to be sisters-in-law. Yep, I look forward to it. By the way, you're in your 3rd year of high school and are going to university next year, right, Stacy? Yes. Are you going to be moving out once you graduate high school? I have no plans of moving out as of yet. Why not? Because I'm going to be entering a university that I can go to from home. But it's no use talking about that now. I haven't even taken the entrance examination yet, so who knows what will happen. Well, I guess that's true. Tell me when it's decided, okay? I'll probably be moving in with you starting next month. Oh, is that so? Well, I hope we can get along with each other when that happens. Hi, Stacy. Care to explain what's the meaning of this? What? My wedding ring was found in your room. I was looking for it these past few days since I thought I lost it, but to think that you stole it? Hold on, I did no such thing. But I found it in your room, under your desk as if you were trying to hide it. I probably would have never found it if I didn't happen to decide to clean your room. I've told your brother and your parents about this. Everyone was furious. It seems that you were going to be staying here and go to university from home, but I told everyone that I'm scared of living with a thief when my baby is about to be born, and they all agreed to make you leave the house. But you didn't even listen to what I had to say. This is too unfair. But there was concrete proof that you had stolen it in the form of my ring hidden in your desk. I did no such thing, I promise you. No matter. Just hurry up and come home. Your high school graduation ceremony should be done by now, so hurry up and pack your stuff because you're going to be leaving. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Hi, Stacy. I'll be kind and ask, but are you unsure of what to do from now? No. I told my boyfriend what happened and he believed me when I told him I didn't do anything. I'm going to be living with him in his apartment for now. Oh? Well, look at you. I didn't know that you had a boyfriend. Yes, we've been going out since the second year of high school. I'm extremely grateful since I'm going to have to pay for my living expenses and university tuition on my own from now on. You brought this upon yourself. You went and fooled even your boyfriend? You're so young, but already so devious. I didn't do anything, but don't worry, I have no intention of returning home. Is that so? But let me ask you one question. Why did you hide your ring in my desk? Well, I guess if you don't have any intention of returning, then... You see, I want to have a share in your family's property. Our property? Like I was saying, I wanted your property, so I seduced your brother Charles and made him drunk, bringing him into a love hotel. As you can see, my plan of getting pregnant with his child so he had to marry me was a huge success. Your brother is such an idiot. Seriously? And if I chase you out of the family, then my portion of the inheritance after your parents die will be larger, since you'd no longer be there to compete with me. Which is why I came up with the idea of making it seem like you stole my ring. But it's also no use telling your parents about it now. Now that I've had a baby, they can't possibly make me leave anymore as the wife of the eldest son. Not only that, but you're a thief in their minds. Besides, sisters-in-law are such a bother. It makes me laugh no matter how many times I replay it in my mind. Your mother shouting, "Leave the house," and your dad also saying, "Don't come back, thief." Your brother's reaction was splendid as well. I cried to him saying that you had scolded me, and he got furious at you and said, "You have no right of talking to my wife like that. You're just a child and a thief at that." You're awful, Aline, but I don't need a family that listens to nothing their daughter says either. I'm cutting ties with this family. Oh, well, I'm glad then. I mean, of course they believed me over you. I'm the one who gave birth to your parents' first grandchild. And as the eldest son's wife, I'm also going to inherit your family's property. No one's going to believe a stupid child saying that she did nothing, even though she has no proof. I wanted to tell you those exact same words myself. What? Once I enter university, I plan on entering the film club. I bought a camera using the money I saved up in high school doing part-time jobs. What? There was one day where I accidentally left the camera recording in my room. You were caught clean on camera hiding your ring in my desk. What? I have no intention of returning home, so I'm not even going to bother showing it to my family, but just remember that I have definitive proof of what you did in my hands. Hold on. I also have our conversation by text as proof as well. Thanks for being cocky and telling me everything. Stop it! Don't forget that I can expose what you did whenever I want. No way! Hey, Stacy! Stacy! Just what do you think you're doing? Oh, Aline, long time no see. Stop acting all calm. You know why I contacted you, right? Oh, I guess. You're talking about the movie that's currently in cinemas, The Empty Family and Me, right? Yes, but what happens in the later half of the movie is different, but the scene where the family kicks their daughter out of the house for a crime she didn't do, it caused a commotion in your family because it's what happened to you, no matter how you look at it. And doing some research, we found out that the novel that the movie was based on was written by your husband. Yes, so you went out of your way and told your husband about it? So you could have it published as a novel and even made into a movie? Don't you think that that's a little too evil? I told you a few days after I was kicked out of the house 10 years ago that I would be temporarily staying with my boyfriend at his apartment, right? My boyfriend at that time became my husband. Huh? I'm going to tell you this so you don't have any misunderstandings. My husband hasn't said that that novel was nonfiction, but neither did he say it was fiction. The novel that my husband wrote was a huge success and was made into a movie. That's all the truth to it. Whether you interpret it as what actually happened 10 years ago is completely up to you. Your family finally noticed. I was divorced because of it. Is that so? What's with that reaction? Because of you! It seems that my brother contacted my husband soon after the movie was released. What? My brother and my husband knew each other from before I was kicked out of the house and had each other's contact information. It even seems that my brother found out we married from a mutual acquaintance. Apparently my brother, after calming down, took his time to think about the incident more logically. But since all my parents could think about was their grandchild, he couldn't talk to them about it since they would always side with you. He spent the next 10 years unsure as to what really happened. But over time, my parents also started thinking a bit more logically. That movie was the final push they needed to be sure of my innocence. My brother had a lot of questions for my husband, so they met. And my husband told my brother everything that I had told him about the incident. Huh? He also showed him the camera evidence and screenshots of the conversation we had on text a few days later after I was kicked out. I had given them to my husband because he said that he wanted to use it as inspiration for his novel. No way! My husband, the author of that novel, he didn't tell me anything about it since I had already given up being reunited with my family. But I guess he just wanted to prove that I was innocent of the crime I was accused of 10 years ago and wanted to tell the world about it in one form or another. At least that's what I think. Are you being serious? Do you know what I had to go through because of that? The baby you gave birth to as part of your plan in making my brother marry you wasn't actually my brother's child, right? It seems that my brother told my husband about that as well. As he grew older, it became more apparent that the child's face and body features didn't look like those of anyone in the family. My brother, after watching the movie and hearing what my husband had to say, decided to test every possibility. So he had him and his son do a DNA test. It came out saying that his son wasn't related to him by blood. Why'd he have to tell your husband about that? Perhaps it's his way of making up for his sins. I also heard about the fight over who would take custody of the child. My brother's trying to take custody, saying that even if they weren't related by blood, he was still his son who he had raised the past 10 years. The child himself is closer to my brother and parents than he is to you. This, combined with other factors like finance and home environment, allowed my brother to successfully take custody. That's what happened, right? It wasn't supposed to go this way. To think that the forced marriage I had succeeded in making happen would fail 10 years later. I could have made it fail at any point by giving my family the evidence, you know. I just couldn't be bothered to do it. I knew your parents cut ties with you, so I didn't do anything since it might harm your child, who was innocent. What? Fast forward 10 years, and it seems like there's no need to worry about that anymore. I'm so glad, but Didn't you consider what might happen to me? What? If I'm kicked out of this house, then I'll have nowhere to go. Did you have that in consideration when you let your husband publish his novel? Did I have to have that in consideration? What? You're an adult, right? There's no need for me, a stranger, to have your well-being in consideration. You're not a child who can't live without the help of adults. What? Well then, I guess that's all I have to say. Hold on, Stacy. No matter what you say to me, there's nothing I can do for you. Not that I would, even if I could, though. Stacy! We were sisters-in-law, even if it was just a few months. Surely you must have some compassion left for me. There's no way I would have any compassion for someone like you. Goodbye. A few days later, I got a letter from my family apologizing for what they did, thanks to my husband's words saying that you should at least accept the apology as a way to put an end to this business. The stubborn feelings I had towards my family lightened just a bit, so I promised to exchange New Year's letters with them, even though I have no intention yet of coming home. My ex-sister-in-law Aline, on the other hand, it seems that thanks to the kindness of my brother, she was excused of having to pay child support in exchange for her division of property following the divorce, and the alimony she had to pay for cheating on my brother was basically nothing. But since she had no relatives to rely on and had been spending the past 10 years as a housewife in my parents' wealthy home, she was in huge trouble after my brother divorced her and she was kicked out of their home. She had to find a job as soon as possible, so apparently she just took on a random job that paid well, but it seemed the work environment she put herself in was quite harsh. Now she's forced to work every day on the verge of having a mental breakdown.